Can I read the case files?
It's proving to be harder than expected. You just don't have the intellectual rigor to patch the quilt back together. Try again later.
Can I inspect the toilet paper?
It's just toilet paper sticking to the back of the plastic clipboard. You can take it off if you want.
Take it off. Maybe it's kitchen tissue? They look the same.
If you want it to be kitchen tissue, it can be kitchen tissue.
Okay, take it off.
Still wet, the toilet paper, kitchen tissue, peels off the plastic easily. All you have to do is shake it off your finger and voila, the ledger now looks marginally better.
Alright, inspect the clip.
An aluminium block runs the width of the board, biting down on the paperwork. Its crocodile teeth are the only thing keeping the papers together. A regular pencil, the tip worn down to nothing, has been attached to the clip.
Run your finger across the aluminum?
The surface is interrupted by a silvery sticker. It's rectangular, sparkling with iridescence. You don't know how you didn't notice it before. It is similar to the RCM watermark on your blazer the lieutenant mentioned. Didn't he say something about the headlights of his motor carriage? That you can read these there?
Is this one of the hologram watermarks you mentioned?
What? Yes, halogen watermark used for adding information to RCM property.
What kind of information?
Yes.
Oh, shit.
RCM vehicles have headlights tuned especially to reveal halogen watermarks.
Okay, I clicked too fast.
This means you can read the watermarks if you just turn the lights on.
Okay, what kind of information?
It depends. Aside from an anti-counterfeiting stamp, mine has my station number and address. The information varies by date of issue.
Okay.
Maybe yours will have how many cases you've solved. How many years you've been on the force, he's thinking. It'll have that.
Thank you.
Okay.
He returns to his neatly kept notes.
While a bunch of sodden papers sag from the clipboard in your hand. It's a sorry sight.
Let's browse the yellow papers.
In the back, you see thin, translucent copier paper. Some neon yellow, some bright red. All covered in boxes, like marching armies. These look like official forms, waiting to be filled out. Then rip them from the binder and hand them out, according to type of form.
What types of form are these?
3. The topmost are misconduct fines. The middle ones are station calls. And the bottommost are field autopsy forms. Each is easy enough to make sense of. You don't have to be an intellectual giant to do police work.
Field autopsy?
A dozen pages of thin copy paper, bright red in color. You see the parameters of a deceased human form waiting to be filled in. Age, sex, condition of internal organs.
And station call?
These are quite sinister in tone. They give a date and time for the person to appear at the specified precinct police station. Below the call are the criminal charges you risk by not appearing.
Gotcha. And misconduct?
A monetary penalization ranging from 20 to 250 real. Severe cases allow for 1,000 real, but that requires special paperwork. The details of issuing these fines are spread out over the rest of the fields, but they appear pleasantly vague. Yes, all that remains now is to fill those forms and hand them to people. Fines for wrongdoers, interview requests for bad guys, and field autopsies to dead guys.
Okay.
The rest of the stinking cellulose is much worse for wear. Being sandwiched between the board and the rest of the paperwork must have spared the fragile copier paper.
Look at the clipboard.
It's made of dark blue plastic, hard enough to beat someone to submission with.
Jeez.
The edges are rounded, however. The U4 size board feels thick and heavy in your hand. Light shimmers on its wet surface. On the back, you see the embossed letters, RCM.
What'd you say the color was?
Blue. The blue heart. Don't look into it.
Okay. Shake the ledger?
Something rattles inside, ever so lightly. Is there a hidden compartment? Permeables. It's not hidden per se. The compartment is made for permeable materials that would get damaged if something happened to it.
Peek inside?
The plastic shimmers like lapis lazuli, but it is not see-through. You cannot see to its center.
How would I open it?
With your hands, you 4-sized pages hang from the clip screwed to the top of the board.
Oh no, we can try it.
The 2 sides of the board appear slightly misaligned, like a drawer that's come off its slides. If you bend the plastic on your knee, slowly, the slides snap back into place. It should be possible to just,
Slide the door open?
Without resistance or sound, the 2 panels move against each other. The compartment is now open. 2 ticket stubs and a handmade postcard.
What? Pick up the ticket stubs.
2 octopuses are smiling, reaching their tentacles toward each other in the colored pencil drawings. The tickets permit access to the zoo in Revachol East. The aquarium costs extra. These let you go there too.
Pick up the card?
Thin wax paper has been glued to a piece of cardboard. Sounds like leaves rustling when you pick it up. You see violet flowers, floral patterns, patches of glue.
Smell it?
It smells of chewing gum, apricot flavored.
Open it?
Familiar handwriting lines the inside of the card. Looped, round letters in a woman's hand. A young woman in her 20s. There is care, effort, and a smile. You think, although that is not something you can read from someone's handwriting. Harry, it begins. You're already reading. I wanted to write you a letter so you can read it when you wake up. Maybe it will make you happy. Throw it away, please.
But it'll make me happy.
A merciful wind blows in from the bay of Revachol, dusting the ground at your feet and raising newspapers far away. You feel the card slipping into it.
Hold on to it and read it.
Your hands shake, holding onto it. Every morning when I step out and you're asleep behind me, it says, I find a little piece of sadness in me. I carry it in my chest, down Voyager Road. Every step I take, it grows. By the time I reach the fuel station, it has filled me entirely. I step onto the light rail and look back. Sparks fall from the bow collector. I know it will be like this until late afternoon, when I get off the 42 and walk back to you.
Keep reading.
You. Every step I take will get lighter. It almost makes me run. Sometimes I do. I can't believe I met you. I can't believe the happiness I feel with you. You have a vast, vast soul, and I will always, always, always come back to it. Kisses, kisses, kisses. You feel the air sucked out of your lungs.
Oh, God.
And the blood sucked out of your head. Everything around you gets dark. Small white dots appear.
This is bad.
You feel the ledger slip from your hand.
No!
No. Hold on.
Hold on.
To what? There's nothing.
I need the ledger.
Detective, is everything all right?
No. You fall sideways. I need the ledger. There was no. Oh, God. Did I die? What just happened? Did I die? Am I dead? Oh my God, I died.
There is nothing.
Holy shit!
Again.
Oh, again. Oh God, I thought I was gonna just lie there.
Well, almost nothing. There is the ground below you. That's still there. And the small light that's on, fluttering, somewhere in the basal ganglia.
Who's that?
That's me. Blue eyes, that's me.
And who was that?
Who was what?
He speaks of the sickening longing, the unwell emotion. Even in the darkness, he's grasping for it. Still trying to hold on to the great sorrows slipping in the water. Slimy.
No, I was cool. I'm cool.
The cool when you're dead, brother.
Here in the paleo-mammalian cortex, we call it the shadow. Because it's always there.
What, the X something?
Bloated corpse of the past resurfacing.
But it was beautiful.
Beautiful. Believe me, stupid ape. Its lack of beauty was not the problem.
Where's this Voyager road?
There is no Voyager road. There are no roads, no houses, no lights in the windows. It's all on pause.
I'll just lie here then.
You think they would let you? Until you disintegrate into biomolecules? No. Someone is breathing on your face now, inspecting your pupils, stupid idiot.
What is that? It's cold.
Yes, they're pouring something on you. It's in you. And it's...
Glowing lights on a dashboard emerge out of nothingness.
Where am I?
In the upholstered cabin of Lieutenant Kitsuragi's motor carriage, seated in the driver's basket. The air is thick with leatherworks and heavy fuel oil. Cold water runs down your chin.
Drink. Water.
The lieutenant is extending a small canister to your mouth. Okay.
The water is cold, silvery, the stuff of life itself as it pours down your parched throat. The pounding in your head recedes. The darkness parts.
Drink. You haven't drunk water in 2 days. Did you know the human body is not made to survive on alcohol alone? You need a secondary form of hydration.
Alcohol's not hydration.
With greedy gulps, you down half a liter of cold water. Some of it spills on the driver's seat. The lieutenant pays no heed to it.
What happened?
I could ask you the same.
You were reading your paperwork. Then you passed out. I carried you to my Kineema to take you to a hospital. Then you came to.
How long was I out?
10 minutes, maybe.
I came in contact with the burnout ruins of the past.
That does sometimes happen.
Oh, he hands you the remains of your ledger.
He replies with such understanding, it's as if the burnt-out ruins of the past were an occupational hazard. Athlete's foot for cops.
Oh.
You dropped these. Are you okay to proceed?
Yeah, let's solve this case. Thank
Good.
you.
The Ledger of Failure and Hatred is a special item that can be used both as an interactable and a tool equipped in your held slot for skill bonuses. Find it under the Tools tab in your inventory.
Can you turn on the lights?
Inside, you see a set of steering levers, a radio microphone, a pull-out toolbox, and
All right. Ready? I turn, you press start. It's next to the preheater.
he's downplaying his excitement. The lieutenant is more than happy to show off his precious carriage.
Let's start the engine.
The dashboard lights up with orange glow. The rounds per minute gauge jumps, and the engine of the Caprice Kineema comes to life with a whiny growl.
Press the headlights.
The lights unfold with a little click, casting electrical light onto the ground before the vehicle.
There you go. I'll
Awesome.
turn them off from the remote once you're done. We just need to stand in front of the machine now.
Cool. Let me go into my items. I need to put the ledger wherever the heck it is. Put you in my hand. Okay, I think that'll work. And step in front.
As you hold your ledger's clip under the headlamp, an iridescent hologram appears. A street grid and the veins of a great river. A familiar sensation washes over you.
There she is. Revachol West.
There's a note of pride in the lieutenant's voice.
Around the borders of the watermark are dozens, no, hundreds of micro perforations.
Look at the street grid?
The rectangular watermark is overlaid with the logo of the RCM, and yet the major arteries of Revachol are all recognizable. They shimmer in the Kineema's headlights.
Look around you?
A rat brazenly darts past you and disappears amongst the stopped lorries. In the distance, a child somewhere shrieks. A woman reprimands her in a voice no quieter than the child's cry.
Ah, Martinez.
He smells the air and says, "Where are we on this?"
Let me see.
He takes the ledger for a moment and inspects it.
Right here.
He says, his finger near the top of the map on a segment of coast jutting out into the great ocean. Seems nice.
No, it does not.
The lieutenant says without optimism. Look at the perforations.
There are many of them, and they are divided into 3 separate rows.
Tally up the rows.
The first row has 18 dots.
And the next one?
The next is the longest. It runs all the way around the border, and then some.
Count them individually?
There are so many, it's hard to count. More than 150, at least. Maybe even 200.
What about the last row?
The last row has 3 perforations.
Just 3?
That's it.
What do these holes mean?
Those are perforations. They represent your record as an officer of the RCM. They are your statistics, as it were. I should have guessed you'd keep a record. Officers often do. Let's take a look.
3's how many we solved.
Alpha male officers who are proud of their numbers often do. It's meant.
The first row represents your years of service. 18 years. Okay, not bad at all. What did you do before you volunteered?
Wait, I've done this for 18 years?
That's what it says. I might have guessed even longer based on your age. What did you do all those blissful years of your youth?
Got drunk like a megastar, walked the land, telling whores and liars of the end to come. Probably some boring office job. I feel like I just went around apologizing all the time. Do you really think I have any idea?
Fair point. Let's move on, shall we? This next row, the one that wraps all the way around, is your number of closed cases.
Oh.
Closed is good. It means finished. You've got, let's see.
A lot.
Wow, more than 200.
Is that a lot?
It's quite a lot, even for someone who's been on the force for nearly 2 decades. Usually, clearing more than 10 cases a year puts you in the 90th percentile of all RCM officers.
So I used to be a SuperCop.
Call it what you want. You were a valuable member of your precinct. Now, let's look at the last row.
I'm a SuperCop now. I'm not a sorry cop. I'm a SuperCop.
Right. Those are your confirmed kills.
Oh.
You've got precisely 3 perforations there.
So that's not too many? Am I a killer?
For an RCM officer, especially Precinct 41, which is in the Jamrock quarter, it's rather tame. I mean that in a good way.
That's good.
What's it feel like to kill a man, Mr. McCoy? A young woman asked the man across the desk from her. Honestly, babe, says John McCoy, crossing his ankles over said desk. I don't feel anything anymore. It's just like brushing my teeth. I do it once or twice a week and don't really think about it. There's no trace of guilt in his voice.
There are certain officers who treat their kills like some kind of ghoulish game. If they do happen to solve a case, it's usually by accident.
It's obvious the lieutenant doesn't think very highly of these officers. I don't either, Kim.
But it seems as though you are, or at least were, one of the good ones. So we have that to be thankful for.
Have you ever killed anyone, Kim?
Yes.
He declines to elaborate.
It's not a problem for him to state it, however.
How do you handle the strain?
Everyone has their own method of coping. Some more effective or self-destructive than others.
He gives you a meaningful look.
Personally, I find it helps to keep up a few hobbies.
Like what?
Oh, this and that. Let's not get into it now.
Maybe I should find a hobby.
Why not gardening? You've already got the gloves.
He points to your yellow gardening gloves.
It's meant in earnest. Please don't mistake it for a jab.
Well, thank you.
The lieutenant nods.
All right, let's go.
Right. I'll go turn off the lights.
He presses a remote control on the key.
You can now see your statistics on your journal page. To the right of the task description.
Statistics? Communist? Sorry, cop. Oh, I want to be a superstar cop now. How do I make that happen? Boring cop. I'm a sorry cop. I apologize too much. A moralist, a communist. Good cop, bad cop. People killed, cases solved. Oh, that's cool. Okay. I believe I had another thought. White morning. You see yourself from above. You're passed out on the blue tiles of the hostel room floor. Even from this distance, you can see your eyelids flutter at the mention of what? A great white object, letting out its sweet smell like a lily of the valley. The little man's forgotten his name, but he still remembers the feeling, and look, he moves. The feeling animates him. He instinctively reaches for the feeling's best friend, a bottle of Commodore Red. He puts on his disco clothes and gets smaller and smaller. I don't think I ever read Rigorous Self-Critique. Oh, no, I did. Okay. Oh, we still have so much to do. Okay, let's talk to her.
Hello again, officer. How are things?
I want to know what you were doing in your greenhouse in March.
Well, this might be the last snow we get. At least I hope so.
She points at her wheelbarrow, surprised at the question.
Snow has nutrients in it. Helps everything green up in the spring. At least that's what my grandma always told me.
She smiles shyly.
Yes, think about the cute grandma, not the weird snow.
Yeah, it is a little weird. Visual calculus. Squint your eyes and look at her intently. It is a red check and cannot be retried. What nutrients?
Nitrogen and sulfur mostly. And whatever factories and aerostatics exhale too, I guess.
It's not. I don't think it's good stuff.
All you can see
Shit.
is the fact that her skin is a different color from yours. That's literally all. You're gonna have to run with that.
That's all I can see, and I'm gonna tell her she's black. Are you serious? Son of a frick.
What does that mean?
She doesn't flinch. What kind of music do you listen to nowadays? The fuck?
We should proceed with our business in Martinez.
Damn it! I can't believe I failed that.
Hello again, officer.
Damn it! I can't retry that check. I should have saved before talking to her. When did you save? Did you save when I passed out? What time is it? Oh god, I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do it. Confirm. We're gonna try talking to this lady again.
It's raining again.
Oh, it's not snowing right now.
It was clear just an hour ago.
What are you doing in your greenhouse in March?
Well, snow has
Yes, think about the cute grandma.
nitrogen
nutrients?
and sulfur mostly.
The grandma's a bit much.
And whatever a bit much? What are you talking about? That's what my grandma told me, okay?
She feels interrogated now. It's hard to say if she's lying.
Relax, miss. This is not an interrogation. We are just checking some facts.
I was wondering if that would add anything, but it does not.
Stop looking at her.
There we go.
Look around. What do you see?
The plaza?
That's right. And the canal, the bookstore, the harbour gates. This is a great vantage point for keeping an eye on you.
Are you watching us?
No, of course not. I don't understand what this is about.
She looks toward the yard and her expression clears.
The kid did this, right? The red-haired rat? Can't say a sentence without or kipped. He's always giving me trouble.
I was talking to him, yes.
Maybe you shouldn't be. I mean, you do your job, but that kid is beyond help. And he certainly won't help you.
She shakes her head.
You've been resting here for quite a while, haven't you?
The lieutenant intervenes, looking at her intently.
Yes, I'm tired.
I understand. The RCM isn't welcome here, and the locals want to keep an eye on us.
There's silence, the smallest of smiles.
That's okay, miss. Do what you have to do. I think we're done here. Let's go.
Alright. I wanted that insight really badly. I'm trying to remember what all we were... Oh yeah, we needed to ask this guy. Should I... Oh, there was more to look at in the ledger, too.
It's the ledger you found in the trash. A cabbage of papers hanging from the board, with the permeables drawer inside.
Should I...
It's barely held together by a clip, then made complete by the faint smell of urinal cleaner.
I don't know if opening the drawer is a good idea.
Without resistance or sound, the two panels move against each other. The compartment is now open. Inside, you see 2 ticket stubs and a handmade postcard.
Let's pick up the card again, maybe?
You stare at the card, willing your hand to move. It refuses. It's too much. Not again.
Alright, I'll close it then.
It's slightly, ever so slightly, difficult to breathe once you've done so. The drawer is locked. Blue ink drips from the white pages in your hand.
Let's put it away, because I realized I didn't internalize this, and I need to do that. Okay, go back.
It's the ledger you found in the trash.
Smell it?
The acidic stench of rotting food has rubbed off on the cellulose. It now forms the base of the experience. This base surrounded by a faint air of spoiled meat, the stuff of death itself, and then sprinkled liberally with the citrus zest of toilet cleaner.
Okay. Browse the files again?
Arson, petty theft, spousal abuse. Handwritten logs on dozens of investigations date back to January 51. Stamped case files, commit to paper. These are your last couple of months in Revachol, Precinct 41, Jamrock Quarter. You don't exactly close them, so much as distance yourself from the smelly papers. They're a little further from your nose. It's proving harder than expected. You just don't have the intellectual rigor to patch the quilt back together.
I should
Try again later.
put skill points into logic. Ah. Okay, alright. Oh, that's not what I meant. Continue. Well, I can level up. Does logic need to go up higher? Let's try it one more time.
It's the ledger you found.
How about
in the
now?
trash. A cabbage of papers. Yes.
There we go.
You find a way to piece them together using the alphanumeric code on the margin. HDB 41, date of initialization and time of arrival on the scene, followed by the title. For example, HDB 41120111700, the next world mural.
Isn't 41 the officer precinct?
Why, yes, your precinct number is 41.
And HDB?
Every last alphanumeric in the files begins with it. And these are your case files. It's safe to say HDB are your initials.
Well, I think we know our first name is Harry. Horace Debbie Beringer.
That is improbable.
How long does it take to read a case?
It takes about half an hour to piece one together, using the system you've devised. Where do you want to start?
What's the... Oh. Oh, is this... This is going to pass time a lot, isn't it? I'll come back later.
Not much has changed in the meanwhile.
Okay.
A bunch of...
I'll come back later. Because time passes, and I'm busy right now. Alright, what items should I be holding on to? This is... Oh, I lose authority with that. But Kim's got authority, and Kim's with me. It raises Inland Empire and empathy. Can I equip this? Can I put it here? Is that a thing? No? Alright, let's just walk around with our clipboard here. Ooh, we can go in here now. Was that gentleman there before? I don't think he was.
Can I help you?
He arches an eyebrow. Here's your trash container key.
Thanks. I hope you found what you were looking for.
I found the victim's clothes.
How strange. I certainly didn't put them there.
Maybe you don't remember putting them there. Maybe you were sleepwalking in a fugue state. Could someone on your staff have put them there? Who else has keys to the trash container?
The trash collection service? CS Municipal. I don't see why they would put anything in the trash, though.
Ah, the elusive CS Municipal. I doubt we'll be able to track down who was sent here last and when. This will have to be one of those little threats that solves itself down the road. Thank you anyway.
Could someone on your staff have put them there?
Sylvie had the keys before I got here, and I can vouch for her. I can vouch for all my staff. None of us would tamper with the crime scene.
Maybe I need to talk to Sylvie again. Any chance you were sleepwalking?
I think fugue states are more your forte, officer.
Thanks.
Yes?
I'll leave. Kim, I still don't have any money. I definitely need to call Sylvie again. I have so much on my to-do list. The gentleman still here? Can I try to wake him up?
The worker is in a deep
No, it's
slumber.
locked. Put skill points into physical instrument, which I did before. I'm gonna have to do it again to wake him up. Who are you? Are you the cook? It's all about money, you know? You have nothing to say. Okay. Let's go into the kitchen since it's open now. What's this? The dishes are dry and they smell of chemicals and pine trees. Oh, are you the cook?
A thin man is smoking below an exhaust hood, occasionally sipping from his mug. This must be the Whirling's cook. As you step in, he nods toward the table and says something in a completely foreign language. The only words you can make out are Garancy and Kubek. Okay, it's definitely not his name. Whatever you do, please don't call him Garancy Kubek. Please. It's not funny.
Okay. Do you have time for a few questions?
The man puts his cup down and replies something, his left hand drawing arcs in the air.
You have some impressive pots?
He smiles and bangs his ladle against each of his pots in turn.
He seems to understand what we're saying.
It's almost like music, especially with the sounds of assorted dishes boiling and simmering on the stove.
No, I don't think I need anything else. Stay masculine? What? What? What's this? Oh, money. I'm gonna take that. I need that. What's this?
You see a heavy steel door with a prominent dimple lock. It's painted blue. You immediately feel drawn to the color. Blue is for mystery.
Touch the door.
The cobalt blue surface feels rough to touch. The stainless steel door is flush with its frame on every side.
Try to push the door?
The door does not budge.
Wonder where the door goes.
You do? It's a door in the back of the kitchen. Why do you care where it leads?
Probably goes outside. It's part of the Whirling in rags? There's something about this place that makes me want to know. We might find something pertinent to the investigation.
Yes. I suppose it's worth seeing if we can get in. Just to be thorough. As a side investigation.
Yes, a mini side investigation.
Gart is the person to ask about this. The cafeteria manager.
Okay. Ooh, I autosaved. Thank you. Because we all know I'm terrible about saving. Because I had to, restart. I can't get in here. That's the thing that's closed. Okay, I can walk by it, but that's it.
Can I help you?
About the money I owe you?
Yes. Have you got it?
How much do I owe you again?
A lot. A lot. For the room, drinks, and broken window, 130 real.
And this is not 175. This is just 1. And 75 change? Let's talk about something else.
Like what? I was rarely enjoying talking about the money you owe me.
There's a thing I need to ask you about.
Another thing. Great. I love those.
The blue steel door in the back of the kitchen.
Oh, yes, that door, sure. There's nothing mysterious about it. It's just a door.
What's behind it?
No, I don't have a key. I don't know how to get there. And I don't care either. It's not like I've been wondering about it for 10 years. It's just a frit warehouse, probably. Or some boring storage space with a bunch of old junk and dust. Junk and dust.
He runs his finger across the counter to check for dirt.
He's attempting to maintain an air of indifference. It's absolutely not convincing.
I think you'd like to know what's back there.
Fine, okay, a little. But my job doesn't leave me time for wondering about one locked door in one of the cafeterias I manage. So I haven't opened it. I have cleaned the whole place 100 times over, though, after the animals. And I haven't found a key, so good luck with that.
All right.
Yes?
I think I'm done. Can you pour me a drink?
Do I have a shaker in my hand? Is this a shaker?
He points to his empty hand.
He sounds irritated, and it's not a shaker. It's nothing. He's holding nothing.
Why do you sound so irritated? All I want is a drink.
Am I wearing a little bow tie? Am I wearing a bow tie and doing this?
He shakes the imaginary shaker furiously.
Am I smiling? Do you see me smiling and shaking my little shaker? No. Do you know why?
'Cause you're not a bartender?
That's right. I'm the cafeteria manager. I'm glad we cleared that. Was there anything else?
Play it calm. This man needs to understand you need a drink to help the community deal with police stuff.
I need a fucking drink, asshole. I'm an alcoholic. I'm an alcohol-operated detective. You want me to clean up the dead body? Then you need to insert alcohol into my mouth.
Oh, well, in that case, let me pour you a nice, big, refreshing marinella. Do you want that out of a glass or a pineapple?
Pineapple.
Don't be an imbecile. I'm not going to serve you a marinella. I have work to do and broken things to fix. If that was all, I'd like to return to it.
Do you mind if I sing karaoke here?
Absolutely out of the question.
You wait and see, cafeteria manager.
Yeah, you wait and see.
Absolutely in the question. First we find a sad banger. Then we sing this place to shit.
Yeah.
Your body is ready, sire.
What's this thought cabinet? All right, we're not quite done yet. Let me ask the cook if he has any kind of key.
The man ponders his cooking utensils and gives you a little nod, acknowledging your presence.
Do you know what's behind that door?
He looks up at you, then looks away quickly, shrugging and muttering something to himself. Shrugging is an international sign for, no, I don't know what's behind that door.
Thank you, composure. I appreciate that. Okay, well, that's all we got out of there. I want to call Sylvie again. Oh, there's so much in my head now I don't know what all we need to do.
Inside, you see a set of steering levers, a radio microphone, a pull-out.
This is Precinct 57. How may I assist you?
Can you connect me to Sylvie again?
Just a second, officer. Sylvie Malaika on the line for you, officer. Yes, hello?
It's the police again.
Oh, great. What else do you need, detective?
Did you see my badge?
Yes, I know who you are. You're a police officer. The law.
This exact conversation has happened before. Establishing authority before this young girl seems to have been important to you in the past.
Oh.
Don't go there again.
Oh. Oh, was I a dick? Was I a dick to you? How did you first learn I'm a police officer?
You told me back in the Whirling. You told everybody, and so does your badge. I don't need to hear about it anymore.
My badge is missing. Did you see it anywhere?
Oh, no, I haven't, sorry.
Real policemen have uniforms too, by the way. Where's yours?
Not my uniform, too. I thought my jacket was a uniform. Kim doesn't have a uniform. He seems real to me.
He's in plain clothes, voluntarily. It's different from not knowing where your uniform is.
Oh my god.
There are officers who wear the signature Perseus black uniforms to the highest ranks in the RCM and end up buried in them as well. Others do it more casually. Looks like you're one of them.
Have you seen my police uniform?
Uniform? I never saw you in any uniform. You had your things on. The disco things.
Okay.
Somewhere in a dank rental apartment, 2 police officers stand in the dark. Trash and liquor bottles cover the floor. Things are not good. One of the men, trying not to slip on old newspapers, makes his way to the window and pulls the curtains apart. Roaches scatter as the light comes in. God damn. Officer Michelle Elfboy Williams speaks to himself. His partner, Sundance Fisher, looks at the patrol uniform he's wearing, then at an identical suit frame on the wall. It's blue and covered in dust. Let's get the fuck out of here. He turns to Williams. He hasn't been here in days.
Is this my house? Have you seen my gun?
Please, no. Not this again. Everyone saw your cool gun, detective.
She sounds beyond exasperated. When did I show you my gun?
You were trying to impress some people with it. Everyone was eating and...
She stops hesitantly, not sure if she should continue. What did I do?
You were waving it around in everyone's face, begging them to describe it. You said it calms you, and then you started making suicide jokes. It got pretty graphic.
Holy frick.
Oh, those again. I have been trying to wean you off them.
Off what?
You know, when you put your gun, your actual gun, on your temple and pretend to shoot your brains out, off of that, people don't like that.
No, I imagine they don't.
I remember this. You were screaming things like,
Oh god.
my brains are all over the wall, painting them red. I won't be seeing it, cause these are my brains. I can't see without my brains. Very nice visuals there.
Ugh.
Some poor sod was trying to eat his pudding while you were screaming, spit flying, imitating the mercy shot right next to him. Spat some in his food. I don't think he touched it after.
Oh god, I don't know what to say.
Me neither.
What happened to my gun?
No idea. All I know is next you were waving around money instead, saying things like big bucks cannot lie and guns can't buy money, but money can always buy guns.
Jesus.
It almost looked like you pawned it, but believe me, I did not ask.
Alright, thank you. I'm sorry to bother you.
You hear the call breaking up on the other end of the radio, and then the already familiar voice.
Anything else I can help you with, officer?
No, I'm done.
57's over and out.
In the cabin, you see a set of steering levers,
Yeah.
a radio.
I'm done. Holy frick, am I done? What task do we need? End of the day briefing with Kim is at 22. We aren't there yet, I don't think. Pay for damages. I just don't have. Who made the call reporting? Keep searching for the caller. This might take some time. Find booze and drink it. We haven't been able to do that. Inspect the victim's body. We were going to do that before I passed out. I'm forgetting something that I was going to do.